Hey guys, so I wanted to share my experience from start to finish of building my own cryptocurrency mining rig and what it's done for me and if I recommend it or not. So when I first got started was in March of 2021. And I had a friend of mine who very well versed in this, and he wanted to get started in it, wanted to try it out, thought I might like it too, so we decided to do it together. Okay, so we decided to build one rig in his area and one rig in my area and see kind of how it worked out. So I budgeted $10,000. However, before you move on from this video, just know by the time the course is over, I'm going to show you how you can build one with $0 out of your own pocket using other people's money. Okay, so just so you know, don't get discouraged if you don't have 10 grand. So started out with $10,000 and we built what we called like an 8 GPU rig. I think actually at the time I built a 6 unit one. Yeah, I built 6. So each GPU was like $1,300, which was $7,800. And then I had to buy a rack, a motherboard, and all these other parts, okay? But so I built this thing honestly expecting to lose all my money. I'm not gonna lie to you, I kind of thought I would lose everything, but I am a person who believes in trying and experimenting new things because it excites me, it's interesting, and it's fun. So when you say, like, you're probably thinking you're an idiot if you thought you were just gonna lose $10,000, but remember, it's all going to be relative, and if I lost $10,000, it wasn't going to be the end of the world for me. So I was willing to try it. So here's what happened. I built this thing, extremely frustrating, okay? I'm on FaceTime, me and my buddy were videoing each other, and it is a nightmare for me. Like, it didn't matter what I did, it wouldn't work, okay? It was like hard to get together, parts took forever to get, and before I even set it up, I'm already regretting my decision. But then, after, I don't even know how many days, but after days, I get this thing going. Now keep in mind, from the time I decided I was going to do it, it took me almost 2 full weeks to get everything in and get it going. I'm just trying to think, 2 weeks. So once I got it going though, this is what happened next. I'll never forget this. So I've had lots of passive income businesses in my life. And remember, when we say passive, it doesn't mean you do nothing. It just means you don't exchange your time for the money. Okay, so keep that in mind. I want to make sure and clearly define the word passive and what it means to me. So in this scenario, it was the first time that I plugged this thing in and it starts making money and it's just sitting on a little shelf in my garage. And I was like, there's no way this is legal. Like, in my mind, there's no chance this is legal. Then I thought, there's no way this is going to go on forever. And then I have an amazing father-in-law who was like, if it was that easy, everybody would do it. If it made 100% return on investment in a year, everybody would do it. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, it's actually made about 100% ROI in 1 year, and everyone's still not doing it. So the thing is, my cryptocurrency mining rig, like all things I do, I'm obsessive. Okay, and so when I get into something, if I love it, I'm obsessive. Then I want it to be the best. I want to do the best job that I possibly can. So here's what happened next. I had a bunch of people asking me about a cryptocurrency mining rig. Like, oh my God, I just want to show everyone. It was just so cool. Like, dude, you guys see this thing? It's making like $50 a day. I can't believe this. Amazing, okay? Like $1,500 a month sitting on a little shelf in my garage. It's like the size of this desk. It blows your mind, right? So I want to tell all my friends. So when they get here, they're like, dude, I want in on that. I want to get in. I don't have 10,000, but I have 3,000. So I started thinking to myself, what if I sold them a spot on my rig? Okay, so now think about this. So I have this rig that would hold 8 GPUs, but I only had 6. Okay, so I could sell 2 of them. And if you think about a traditional investment, really good investments by industry standard over the course of a long period of time is 10% annually. Now look, those of you that have invested in crypto, you're gonna be like, well, I'm making 100% annually. Okay, remember, traditionally speaking, a good investment is 10% annually on the money you invest. So let's think about a graphic card. At this point, it's $1,300, so let's call it $1,500 just to make the argument easier. So I thought, man, I could sell a friend a graphic card for $1,500. I already have a rig. My little motherboard would hold 12. My rack would hold 8, so I could at least put 2 on there. So I could sell it for $1,500, and then I could put it on my unit, and instead of giving them the full amount of money, I could keep 30% of it, their return annually at this rate right now would be about 70%, which is still 7 times better than a traditional investment. Okay, so now I'm like, man, how do you do this? So that's exactly what I did. I had 2 friends that each wanted to get into this, and they wanted to put like 5 grand. I said, I tell you what, let's do an experiment, each one of you. 1,500 bucks, I'll buy the graphic card for you, I'll install it, I'll set it up. Well, let me tell you what happened next. That took me about 2 weeks to get these graphic cards in, and about 2 weeks and 3 days later, I was building my own rig that can hold a whole lot more graphic cards because I saw that this was the holy grail of passive income. This was no money out of pocket, using other people's money, and I'm keeping 30% of it, and they're still making a killing, and I'm like a hero. They don't have to manage it, and it's really not that hard, but they don't have to deal with it. So what did I do? I built my own cut. I bought some wood, did some research, measured my rack, and I just extended it to where I could hold on one thing. I could have 2 motherboards with 24 GPUs. So remember, I start with 6. So I'm just going to sell off 18 more, and I'm just going to take 30% of it. So imagine this. I had 6, and at the time, just to make the numbers simple, $5 per day per GPU. Okay? So I'm going to sell off 18 of these. I'm going to let all my buddies just put in whatever they want. I'm going to sell off 18 of them. So at this rate, you got to think 18,000 plus 9, so we have $27,000 is what it would cost them to get in. Now remember, I'm making about 150 on every GPU to buy them. So I'm already making 150 times 18. Okay, you can do the math. That's like $2,500, $2,400 that I'm getting paid to set it up. Now, $5 per day times 18. If you do the math, it's 90 bucks a day. I'm keeping 30% of that. That's $30 per day to manage this thing. Okay, $30 per day times 30 days per month was $900 per month without anything out of pocket. Not only was I not out of money, I was getting paid to set the thing up. So, of course, what I did next, like anyone, I doubled. Okay, I set up another spot to get another 12 of them. And all of a sudden, my friends are getting these great returns on their money, and they're telling people. Now everybody wants in on it, and they all just come to me. So then, here's what happened next, okay? While I am an entrepreneur, I am what you would call a serial entrepreneur, okay? I look for ways to leverage my knowledge everywhere. I look to leverage every single asset I have in every single way possible. So next, I decided, what if I built a course and put all my knowledge on how to build one of these things in one spot? Now keep in mind, the people that are using me as a friend, like, they have a great deal. It doesn't cost them anything. I take care of the electric. I take care of everything. I keep them cool. I upgrade them. I upgrade the software every day, and I maintain them. So for them, it's easy money. They literally do nothing. I do a little bit of the work for them, but I get the money without having to put anything in. So I build this course. So I'm going to show you what passive income really looks like, okay? So you'll look at my phone here, and I'll show you. And so, like, so as you can see my screen, that list just keeps going, okay? So that is people all over the world in 48 countries looking for my knowledge. Why? Because I am an everyday person who knew nothing, who figured it out on my own with the help of some really smart friends, and then I figured out how to tell someone in simple English. Because the problem is, all of these cryptocurrency people, they're too smart. They're way smarter than me. I just know how to tell things in like 5-year-old language because I have a 6-year-old kid and a 3-year-old kid, okay? So I know how to make it simple. That's what I did. That is how I took basically a $10,000 investment and turned it in to a passive income Goliath, okay? So if you don't think it's possible, I am like living proof. You can see from my screenshot or from my screen recording on my phone how many people are doing this. It became a bestseller in the first couple of weeks. And so now I have this new passive income, stream of income, all because I took a chance, I tested it, and it worked. And by the way, highly recommend passive income cryptocurrency mining on its own. The course, if you are looking to learn how to do it, outstanding course, and it does teach you how to build the business. It gives you all the spreadsheets on how to keep track of who's got what GPUs and how to measure them and how to keep track of electricity costs. It's got everything, okay? So if you're looking to figure out how to do it, strongly recommend the course. But at the end of the day, for me, it's been amazing. And you don't have to have a lot of money. All you have to have is an idea and the willingness to do it, and you reach out to other people and they will help you build it, okay? If you have a good idea, people will come to you, I promise. So hopefully that helps you and gives you some advice on what it's like to have a cryptocurrency mining rig. It's amazing. So there you have it.